Alright, always remember when you're working on or around a firearm, you want to make sure that it is clear. No ammo in the gun. No ammo around. Everything is safe. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button. And I'm really excited for today's video. When I first started putting effort into this channel, one of my first few sponsors was Olight. They had sent me out this EDC flashlight. It's the i3T EOS. And this thing is awesome. I carry this with me pretty much every day. Make sure to check out that review video. But today's video, Olight has sent out a light for one of my pistols. Alright, before I do any more talking, let's open this up. Alright, there we go. They sent me the PL Mini 2 Valkyrie. Pretty excited about this thing. 600 lumens, 100 meter throw, magnetic charging. I'll get into all the stuff when I open it up, but this looks like the desert tan or coyote brown. I don't know what you call that color, but looks pretty cool. Alright, let's see what comes in the box. Alright, here's all the things that come in the box. And first up we have safety warnings booklet, a detailed user manual, a little Allen wrench tool, some extra mounting hardware, and it's really nice that they come with the blue Loctite already on the threads. Then we have the charger, and it is magnetic charging, which is really cool. Just clip it on and let it charge. You don't have to worry about unplugging or plugging anything in. Then we have the light itself. Yeah, it's that really cool, like, bronze-ish coyote brown. I don't know what you would call that color, but looks really cool. It says Olight on this side. Then you got the PL Mini 2 Valkyrie. And really cool thing about this, it's got the little quick release arm here, so you can take it on and off and swap it between pistols. So for your everyday carry, if you want to switch it to another one. And I'll show you on here also how this is adjustable back and forth. This thing fits a lot of different pistols. And this is what I'm going to be mounting the light on today. It's my Taurus G2C. I picked this up a few years back as like a cheap gun to take with me camping and hiking. And then it kind of escalated from there. Check out my other videos if you're interested in the stippling and milling work on the slide. First, I'm going to take the light off of here. Alright, got the light off there. It's been a while since I've seen this thing without a light on the front. Looks kind of weird. Alright, let's get this thing adjusted and clamp it on here. Alright, so like I said, this part here, it's like a little ratcheting system. So this part is adjustable. And you notice when you put this on your rail, there's this metal thing here, which was there's an extra one of these with the hardware in there. But you see how it sticks out? You want to make sure that that sits in this part on the bottom of your rail. See how that notch right there? You want to make sure that's in there. Otherwise, if you try to slide it on like this, it's going to get hung up. So you just put it on there like that. And then this, see here, ratchets. Now you can just push that all the way back to fit your trigger guard there. And then flip that down and boom, good to go. I really like how This is completely flush, flat all the way across, doesn't really stick out too far or in and just look weird. Now I kind of want to powder coat my slide to match that. And then the switches to turn it on, there's these little toggles on each side. And you literally just click it down, it comes on. Click it down for off. So it's really nice, that's ambidextrous, so whether you're right-handed or left-handed, Olight's got you covered. So this model does not have strobe, but if you press and hold down on it, it's a momentary switch. So then when you let off of it, it turns off. Or if you just one click down, it turns it on and you don't have to hold the button down. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, setup was literally in seconds. You didn't even need to use the little Allen key. That's just to replace that black thing that I told you that sits in that notch. If you ever lose that with the extra hardware. So right out of the box, boom, adjust it and clip it onto your gun. You're good to go. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this thing on the charger and get it fully charged up. That way I can show you in the dark how bright this thing is. Alright, got a little cover here for that. And it's got a pretty long cable. It's not like one of them super short ones, so that's nice. And the cable itself feels really nice, like a silicone rubber, not the cheap, like hard plastic. So this thing being really flexible, I feel like this is going to last you a long time and not have to worry about wires shorting out. Alright, it's just as easy as clipping it on. This part here is going to glow red, and then when it's fully charged, that should be green. So I'll be back when it's fully charged. Alright, green light is on, that means it's fully charged. Now let's see how bright this thing is. Alright, I'm in my garage here, and it is pitch black. Let's see how bright it is. Oh yeah. That is definitely bright. 600 lumens. Yep, this is definitely bright enough to see any target in front of you, and probably bright enough to temporarily blind someone. Yeah, really liking this thing. That is super bright. That thing is pretty bright. That 600 lumens is definitely bright enough to do what you need it to do. I like the fact that it's got the momentary switch or just on and off. Doesn't have 30 different features and a lot of stuff you don't need. It's just basic light or no light. I will have the Amazon link to this in the description of the video. Make sure to check that out. All the Black Friday sales going on right now, you could probably get a good deal. Olight offers a lot of other things too. Like I said, I got the i3T EDC flashlight. This thing is super compact. Got the little belt clip there. You can clip it both different ways. Clip it to the brim of your hat, which is really nice. So definitely check them out and get yourself something or a gift for someone else. Christmas is coming up soon. Now is the perfect time to get your gifts. Big thanks again to Olight for sending this out. Looking forward to using this and putting it to the test. Thanks again for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next one.